Happy Friday, yo, I am excited. Tomorrow, me and the wife are leaving bright and early for Nashville, Tennessee. No, this is not an April Fool's joke, this is the real deal. We're leaving on April Fool's Day, April 1st, to celebrate our 1-year anniversary on April 2nd. Yes, I will be vlogging. Yes, I am very excited. It's my first time heading down to Nashville. However, tomorrow I will not be posting a vlog. But the following day, I'll post 2 vlogs. So you get two one day and 0 the one day. So yeah, really excited about that. Today, got a lot of things to take care of before we head out of town. And I got a meeting today around 2 with Connections to Success with my good friend Amy and another person that she's introducing me to about getting some speaking engagements. So today is pretty cool and I'm pretty excited.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Yo, if you are digging what Zach is throwing down, be sure to like and subscribe and click the bell. Oh yeah. Look at that, my beard comes out under the...
You look like a gangster Chichia panda pet.
He's so confused on which direction he wants to go though, because he'll do that hardcore for a month and then get bored with it and go somewhere else, and I fear he's going to be exactly like me, where I went through 20 jobs and 20 careers trying to find the right one that actually spoke to me. But, you know, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's actually a good trait. I used to think, or a lot of people used to think, oh, you've had a lot of jobs, you must be really lazy. But the truth of it is the exact opposite. I was so driven that I wouldn't settle for a job that wasn't inspiring me to do something great. Your website has been updated. I got the new how-tos and styles playlist loaded on there for you already.
Nice.
In your blog section. Better not put this in the blog, because this shit is our idea.
Alright, good thing you said that, dude, because I was straight recording too. Story of my life. It is 1:30. It means I got 30 minutes to 30 minutes to make it to this appointment. Man, I am gotta hurry up and get this crack. Hey! We're going to Nashville tomorrow. Hey.
2,000 payoff.
Give me a kiss. Because I freaking love you. Yeah. She looks like Donald Trump's daughter. She hit the painted bed. She's orange. The Jersey Shore like Snooki. Love you. I said I love you. I said I love you. I said I love you. She loves me. We're heading to we're heading to Connections to Success in St. Charles. My friend Amy is hooking me up with a connect there to impact people on a big scale, public speaking, stuff like that, helping out people coming out of prison, you name it, just helping people out, man. It's getting me hooked up, dude. And I brought them both a copy of my book, Prisoner Promised Land, to show them a token of my appreciation. I don't know how I managed to do it. I leave home late and I arrive 2 minutes early. Do it all the time. That's skills, baby.
This is Connections to Success. I'll kind of give you the, I don't know, the tour. You know what I'm saying? Kind of run through. This is programs. This is our programs. This is actually our...
Sorry.
You're great.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Hi,
Kristen, this is Zach Babcock. This is Kristen.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Second time.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm introducing Zach and Steven.
Nice
to meet you.
All right, thank you.
So, as I was saying, this is the program side. This is Donna May. She will tell you she's the best person you will ever meet. She will tell you that. So this is my little cubicle that I've got. It's a huge difference from when I got out Friday, May 13th, 2016, when I got out of St. Joe. Wow. After being in Bowling Green, Bowling Green for a couple of years, I know, it's really nice. Our CEO has, we have like the Google floor plan, the open floor plan. So our CEO and our COO have an open door policy. As you can tell, we all interact.
What's going on, AJ?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, brother.
This is our marketing and promotions department. As you can tell, we're all like, as an organization, we're all interacting.
Yeah.
We're really just a bunch of scrappy people who really care for people, even though we have such a large reach, because we have offices in St. Louis, down at in the Grace Hill building, down by the water tower, down there. Very hot, very in need part of St. Louis to be in.
Nice.
Absolutely. And then we're here, and we're also in KCK and KC Mo.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's
we're,
awesome.
And we're doing a lot of other things. This is Carrie Hill.
Nice to meet you, Carrie.
Carrie is our liaison, our fabulous leader of the Avis Grace scholarship that we have.
Nice.
What it is it's for formerly incarcerated individuals' children scholarship fund. Nice. So like people like myself and yourself that have children that are moving forward in their lives and becoming, going for post-education or post-secondary education, would be the right way to put it. There's $20,000 they can apply. It's $20,000. It breaks down to about $2,500 a semester.
Nice.
And but that's it's absolutely something that we're doing to break the generational. Not just like we're helping us, but we're also trying to help our children at the same time and move forward. This is where we do our personal and our professional development course, which is our special sauce. We do a lot of different services that we do, like with Avis Grace, of course, like with the Maslow's hierarchy. We're trying to take care of the quick needs that you need to take care of, so you can focus on other things. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. that they come in, it's a commitment. Everything is completely free except their time. There are times when those are the only meals that people get.
Wow.
That day. So and we eat good around here. We make sure that everybody's ready to eat. So.
That's what's up.
All computers are available all the time. We always have Wi-Fi ready, and then we also have lots of laptops. Yeah. Are you familiar with Dress for Success?
No. See, I'm new to this. Amy introduced me to this. It's pretty unique and pretty neat.
It is. Okay, so this is the woman's side. This organization actually started out as Dress for Success. Kathy Lambert, who you just saw with her church, she heard about this thing in New York, and that's where Dress for Success actually started. And 19 years ago, Kathy started out of her church and out of the trunk of her car.
Wow.
Just helping ladies, because at that time it was just women, and she was helping them get interview appropriate clothing. It's developed into way more than things like that when you realize that women were getting jobs, when it was the welfare to work, women were getting jobs, and then they were doing well, and then they were getting promoted, and then they were losing all of their government assistance. So it made more sense to them to quit their job, to go back on that. And then Kathy would see them 90 days later to come back through Success, Dress, and be like, well, what happened? As she started doing her research, she started really understanding that there's so much more to that. There's so much more that needs to go on. And her husband, Brad Lambert, another thing that's part of our model is they were both very successful in the corporate world. And Brad was an engineer, actually, and he saw what Kathy was doing. She had quit her job, saw what Kathy was doing, and started Wheels for Success, which was getting cars donated, fixing them up, and then giving them to participants as they could move forward. And then instead of like competing for the same funds and things like that, they combined Dress for Success and Wheels for Success and started Connections to Success. Women, in my experience, are more readily available to say, I need some help. The men, on the other hand, are not.
Pride issue.
Yeah, pride
I can do
issue,
it. I got it.
Like I see you're tatted up, I'm sleeved out too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've learned that the answer is always no if you don't ask. Make sure that people are ready and making an impression. Everything that came before that, we don't want it to show at least up in the first impression. And we also want you to be able to present yourself in the right way, to be able to answer those felony questions, to be able to answer those well, where have you been for the last 10 years? Instead of giving details, this is what I've done, this is what I'm, this is what I've done, this was the repercussions, and this is what I'm doing now.
Yep.
So let's work on that. Let's figure that out.
Amen.
This is a space that we acquired recently because we're trying to expand. So of course, as trends start moving, in those fields, we want to stay current with that. We're not trying to train people for a job that you're going to come out and it's not going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to stay current with what's going on. So. But to do actual physical machinists, because the skilled labor, what's going up, everybody's going to college and things like that, but what about the people that aren't? And they're not filling all of these jobs. There's such a vacancy for all that. I mean, we have some jobs right now that are 14, anywhere from $11 to $14 an hour making widgets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a good paying job. You know what I mean? And they know that we're, the community that we're working with, and they're like, okay, that's what I want. They're going to be here. And those are the kind of partnerships that we really have honed in on, are the ones that have the background issues and welcome us in. That way, we're not just like, here, go here. It's like, okay, go and talk to so-and-so here. I've already called ahead and let them know you're coming. They already know your background. Don't do,
That's cool.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, because that's where the mindset comes in that even I fed into for years and years and years. I'm a felon. I'm an 8-time felon. You know what I mean? I've got violent crimes. I have multiple drug cases. I have weapons cases. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
I'm going to go
left
for
what
right.
I know. Yeah. So, but I don't. And now I don't believe into that. And so whenever I have a participant sit in front of me, I call them on it. And I'm not, oh, it's going to be okay. No, you want to put in some work. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I can open the doors for you, but you're still going to have to be you and move forward in what you're doing. Was the thing as, like I said, I've fed into the stigma for so long about I'm always going to be a felon. I'm always going to be a piece. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go for what I know, and for them to really break it down into a language that I could understand. The way that I break it down when I'm doing a presentation these days is because I was a dope dealer for a long time, and most of the presentations that I do are on a recurring basis. Like, I go into Bridgeway, I go every 3 weeks, and I speak an hour to the men and an hour to the women. So a lot of times I break it down to them when I say, well, what do you think of when you hear connections to success? I hear resources, I hear success way, and I said, yeah, I said, well, the way I break it down to them is for my audience, and the language that I break it down to them is, I think of the plug. I want to be connected to the plug. That's the connection to success. I want to be around the best dope. I want to be around the cheapest dope. I want to be able to be successful. And I break it down to them, and I let them know that's how I had to relate that for me to understand what they were doing for me. Now it's evolved more that way I can understand, more about what goes on. But at the baseline of getting to my audience, the people that I'm trying to reach, that I have a passion for the reentry and for the substance abuse, I speak that language. I've only been out 11 months. I'm very new to this environment, to this, this culture. But I never will change the way that I feel. I always fight for the little guy. And I said, are you going to just grab anybody off the street? I just met you, and I'm going to introduce you to my plug?
Right.
No. You know what I mean? I'm going to vet you. I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to check who you are. I'm going to teach you what I want you to know and have you as the best possible person when I introduce you to my plug. The plug just happens to be high-paying jobs, great opportunities, good education, open doors for you. But we're not going to send you there until you're ready.
It's okay if you don't know where it goes. If you know the what, the how will work its way out. Be detached from the outcome. I talk about this all the time, and I talk about it so much because I've had to remember it my whole life. Like where I am now, not how I started out.
Right.
So just your what. I'm doing this. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't need to know all the details. I don't need to know all the how. It will go where it's supposed to go. All right, have a good weekend.
Absolutely.
Right on for the tour and everything, brother.
Absolutely.
See you soon. That was a really cool meeting. Steven is really cool. Amy is really cool for introducing me to him. We got similar stories. I'm gonna network on some things, see what we can do together. And I gotta use the restroom, so I gotta potty. Got to stop here at DQ Dairy Queen. The restroom. Time to go get the little knuckleheads from daycare, then hang out with them till they go to bed. And then I gotta pack for Nashville because I still haven't done that yet. I'm a procrastinator sometimes. It is 12:25 a.m. We are headed to Nashville in 6 hours and 30 minutes. It is April 1st, but this is no April Fools. This is the real deal. We're only going out there for a day, so I'm gonna need. We're only going out there for a day, so I'm gonna need 2 outfits. Because we're gonna be out there 2 days, 1 night. Nothing too spectacular. I guarantee Stephanie has a freaking suitcase full that I can barely even fit this in. We're about to go check that out. We're about to go see what's up. We're about to head to Nashville. What are you doing? Huh? You got stuck on your stupid show?
I was shocked at how much weight she lost.
You got stuck? Did you pack?
Yeah, back there.
Why didn't you come get me? Oh, well, where do you want me to put my stuff?
Just put it on that chair and look back all in the bag.
She's tired and she doesn't want to be on the camera because we're heading out first thing in the morning. It's our 1-year anniversary. Can't believe we made it this long, right? If you're digging what I'm throwing down right here on Diaries of an Ex-Convict, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel and throw me some comments down below. I'd love to get a conversation going with you. I'll be back in 2 days with some fire vlogs.